Vanessa Woodfield became suspicious some time ago after catching Serena secretly looking into Nate's death. When Serena noticed she had been seen, she quickly tried to hide what was on her laptop, only making Vanessa even more convinced that something wasn't right. Aaron Dingle has never been one to trust people easily, but Serena has landed firmly at the top of his list of people to avoid. His doubts only intensified after discovering that she works as a police officer, leaving him convinced she has hidden motives for being in the village. As events continued to unfold, Aaron's concerns appeared increasingly justified. Serena unexpectedly arrived covered in mud shortly before the hay trailer's brakes failed, leading to the devastating accident that left Robert seriously injured. Not long afterwards, she was seen entering a police station after finding out that Victoria had been involved in John's death, raising even more questions about what she was really up to. The biggest warning sign came when Serena suddenly began showing an interest in Ross Barton. Her unexpected behavior immediately suggested she was pursuing a hidden agenda rather than a genuine romance. Soon afterwards, she secretly stole a USB stick from Home Farm, seemingly believing it contained the crucial video showing Victoria's role in John's death. Exactly how Serena even knew such footage existed remains a mystery. In upcoming scenes, Serena is seen making a mysterious phone call before discovering that the USB drive she risked everything to steal is completely empty. The disappointing discovery ruins her plan and leaves her with only one option: return to Home Farm and search again for the evidence she desperately wants. Determined not to give up, Serena sneaks back into Home Farm for a second burglary. However, she quickly realizes she isn't the only intruder inside the property. She unexpectedly comes face to face with Steve, the shady associate of Kev Townsend, who has also broken into the house. Steve has become convinced that Kev has been sitting on something incredibly valuable and is frustrated that nothing has been done to cash in on it. The situation becomes even more dangerous when Ross Barton unexpectedly returns home while both break-ins are taking place. His arrival throws everyone into panic as Serena and Steve scramble to avoid being caught red-handed. With Ross moving around the house, Serena and Steve are forced into hiding, carefully trying to stay out of sight while he searches the property. Every passing moment increases the risk that their cover will be blown, and the tension quickly reaches breaking point. As Ross edges closer to discovering the truth, Serena and Steve realize they may have no choice but to take drastic action to protect themselves. How far will they go to keep Ross from uncovering what they are doing, and could their desperate attempt to stay hidden lead to even more shocking consequences? Charity Dingle is left heartbroken after receiving crushing news about the investigation into Dr. Caitlin Todd, leaving her convinced that justice may never be served. After returning home, Charity tells Mackenzie Boyd where she has been. Although she had hoped for a positive outcome, the mood quickly changes when she receives a phone call from DS Reed, who explains that she needs to visit in person to discuss an important update on the case against Dr. Todd. Having dealt with the police before, Charity immediately fears the worst. She senses from DS Reed's tone that the visit is unlikely to bring the outcome she has been hoping for, and her instincts prove to be correct. When DS Reed arrives, she delivers the devastating verdict. The Crown Prosecution Service has decided to drop the case against Dr. Todd because there is not enough evidence to proceed. The decision leaves Charity stunned, knowing the woman she believes is responsible will face no legal consequences. Both Charity and Mackenzie argue that Dr. Todd has a troubling history, pointing out how she relentlessly bullied Jacob Sugden while they worked together at the hospital. However, DS Reed explains that the workplace bullying allegations fall outside the police investigation and cannot be used to keep the criminal case alive. The announcement leaves Charity crushed. After fighting so hard to expose Dr. Todd and hold her accountable, she feels that every effort has come to nothing. Overwhelmed with disappointment, she heads upstairs, leaving Mackenzie furious over the outcome. Refusing to accept defeat, Mackenzie vents his frustration to Vanessa Woodfield. He insists there must be another way to reveal Dr. Todd's true nature, and believes her past behavior could provide fresh evidence. He reminds Vanessa that Caitlin previously tried to pressure Jacob into withdrawing the complaint he filed against her, suggesting that Jacob may not have been her only victim. Inspired by Mackenzie's determination, Vanessa quickly comes up with a new strategy. She heads to the hospital alongside Jacob to meet with HR representative Carol, hoping they can uncover information that could expose Dr. Todd once and for all. When Charity discovers what Vanessa and Jacob are planning, she immediately rushes to the hospital to confront them before they take matters any further. However, on her way there, she unexpectedly crosses paths with a woman named Helen, whose uneasy behavior immediately catches her attention. As the emotional conversation unfolds, it becomes increasingly apparent that Helen may know far more than she is willing to admit. Could she finally break her silence and provide the evidence needed to expose Dr. Todd, or will fear prevent another victim from coming forward? Emmerdale viewers are convinced they have uncovered the real reason Serena Sugden is targeting Kim Tate, with many believing she is secretly working alongside another familiar face. The mystery began when Kim Tate revealed she had interrupted an intruder at Home Farm. Although she never caught sight of the person responsible, she initially believed nothing had been taken during the break-in. However, it wasn't long before Kim realized something important had disappeared. A USB stick had been stolen, and when Ross Barton questioned her about what was stored on it, Kim refused to reveal its contents, making it clear the device contained something highly significant. The truth was revealed later in the episode, when Serena was shown in possession of the missing USB. Sitting with her laptop, she carefully searched through the files, appearing to look for a particular piece of information rather than simply browsing its contents. Her actions immediately raised fresh questions about her motives. Why is Serena so interested in Kim, and what exactly is she hoping to find? With very little known about her true intentions, viewers have started putting forward a range of theories. Many fans now believe Serena is not acting alone, and is instead carrying out orders for someone who has a personal grudge against Kim. The identity of that mystery person remains unknown, but several names have already been suggested by viewers. One of the most popular theories is that Jamie Tate could be pulling the strings behind the scenes. Fans believe Serena may have stolen the USB on Jamie's behalf in an attempt to uncover damaging information or settle unfinished business with his mother. Others have suggested Graham Foster could somehow be involved, believing Serena may be helping him execute a long-running plan against Kim. However, some viewers question that theory, pointing out that Graham once lived at Home Farm and would likely have been able to access the USB himself if he had wanted it. Sharing their ideas online, one fan wrote, "My main question is why Serena is so focused on Kim. She deliberately targeted Home Farm. I also want to know why Kim has a photo of Frank stored on that USB. My guess is Serena either knows Jamie or she's somehow connected to Kim." Another viewer responded by suggesting Serena could have a past romantic connection with someone linked to the Tate family, while others continued to speculate about possible hidden relationships. A different theory proposed that Serena may already know one of Kim's enemies. The fan suggested she could be working alongside Jamie, or perhaps even acting as Graham's secret partner after all this time, claiming Serena might have been the mysterious person Graham had previously been speaking to on the phone. Another viewer admitted they were fascinated by the Home Farm burglary storyline, saying they were eager to discover why Serena risked stealing the USB. They questioned why she would single out Kim unless the entire scheme was connected to someone like Graham or Jamie. Coronation Street airs on weekday evenings at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1, with episodes also available to stream on ITVX.